Just got a parcel, so we all know what that means. It's from Tartan Tarantulas. What the? Well, a bit different, yeah. This is from Tartan Tarantulas. So yeah, let's see what he's done. Perfectly packed, and it's come straight away in the morning, so always good. Let's see what we've got here. Well, we've got an enclosure, and we've got another enclosure inside it. That looks good. If I can get it out, one-handed. I'll show these first. So, it smells funny. Anyway, it's two different enclosures. So yeah. Oh wow. Okay. There's gonna be some random stuff in here because it's from Tartan Tarantulas and Staney's sent it and it's Christmas. So I dread to think what's in here. There's already something there, so. Monster. Well, I know what that is, you don't. Chocolate on side. How many enclosures did it give me? Fair enough. Not complaining. I think there's some, yeah, that's what it is. There's teas in the actual enclosures. I get it. What's this? It is, that stinks, that. It smells like paint. It's a paint sniffer. Okay. So this should be one thing. So that's another. And in theory, oh god. Only at Tartan Tarantulas. Whiskey and Viagra. Put that to one side. It's actually kept the whiskey quite well. Well, something you don't get with everyone's tarantulas, whiskey and Viagra. So, there's some tanks. Buckfast. Yeah, bit different innit on the tarantula unboxing video. Okay. Well packed as always. Let's try and get this off. And take this off as well. He actually put on the front Conor Maynard, so the woman went, oh, something about Conor Maynard. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't know stuff about pop music. All I know is he's someone who I don't want to be. Oh, what is this more? Oh no, this is teas. So two of teas. I think I know what that is now. We're trying to work out what's what. Yeah. Now I'm confused because I don't remember ordering this many. I think I'm confused. No, that's right. I ordered 6. I think. Just double check there's no else. I doubt there is. Just checking. Oh god, there is. Oh, I thought that was something like a tea pack. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll double check that in a bit, but everything that I've got here. So yeah, well packed as usual. Now to work out what's what. I think I know what is what, but I thought that was a bit bigger. But I'm crap with measurements. Okay. I'm just going to set up some enclosures for all these. don't know what I'm going to put in what, because I don't know how big they are. I know what I'll do. I'll put them into an enclosure, and then I'll sort out an enclosure after that. So I'll be showing you me taking them out and showing you that they're alive. But I'll show you after them in the enclosure. I won't show you me transferring them into it. I'll just show you me feeding them at the end to prove that they're all good and show them in the new enclosure. So I'll be back in a sec when I've got a box to sort these out into. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, we'll start with the largest tub, so I can just rehouse it and make sure I've got enough substrate for it already made up. So yeah, I know what this is, you don't. I've just loosened the lid so it's easy for me to take it off. There's definitely a tea in there. Now we need to try and coax it out and check if it's okay. Yep, it's definitely alive because it just twitched. It shouldn't be too aggressive, so I'll just take this out with my hand. Still guessing what it is. I'm not going to tell you until it's fully out. All I can say is it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's not showing any aggression either. It's just sat a bit funny. But it's not showing any aggression, and I doubt it actually will. Oh, you're gorgeous. Any ideas? Well, that is an A. calcodis adult female, and she's going to say hello. Hello! That is absolutely gorgeous. And she seems really calm. Definitely alive. Nothing wrong with her there. I'll just walk her into that tub. But yeah, this is an adult female A. calcodis. Absolutely slow and docile, as I expect from Amphipelmas. Showing no aggression at all. Not bothered. Absolutely gorgeous. Wanted one of these for quite a while. Very nice species. And just something that's relatively calm. And it's actually really nice because I've seen some of them that look really scabby, but I can't say anything's wrong with this one at all. So I'm just gonna tap into here. I actually just might leave it like this because she's not really gonna run off, is she? I'm just gonna sort out her enclosure. Basically what I'm going to do is I'll sort out her enclosure and I will be back. I'll get my words out eventually. I'm going to sort out her enclosure and then I'll be back to check out the next one, and you will see her at the end when I try and feed her. But Amphipelmas aren't the best eaters, so I don't know what she's going to do on that side. So yeah, I'll just rehouse her and I'll be back in a second. Really chuffed with that A. calcodis. She's not bothered about anything. She raised the bum a bit, but I can guess she's a bit stressed. Okay. I'm going to open this, and it should be what I think it is. It should be. Just a bit awkward to open. Okay. Depending on what it is, I'm going to slowly take this off. What? Yep, it's what I thought it was. Can I have this, please? Can I have the cotton wool? No. It's attached to its hooks, but if you don't know if you can't even guess what that is, it's a bit obvious, to be fair. That is a avicularia. Well, that's the obvious bit, but it's a Peru purple. Yeah, it is. Because I've ordered 2 tarantulas, which was different. I know which one's which now. So yeah, this is a Vicularis species Peru purple. And I'll be rehousing her now. She's definitely fine, but the hooks are just stuck on the cotton wool. I'll sort her out and put her into a closure, and I'll show you better once she's in the enclosure. But yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous. And quite big, decent size. So past the danger mark. Okay. Moving on to the next one, I'll just rehouse her quick. Back a sec. Now this is the tricky part. Working out what's what. I want to go with the one sticking, the one that I can see, because I think I know what that is. Hopefully. Hopefully. I know what it is. Well, I know what I ordered, I'm just trying to work out what's what. Sorry, I had dirt on my phone. Okay. Definitely alive, could you see? No, sorry, you didn't see that. Definitely alive because it's shaking his bum. Okay. I might need 2 hands for this. It shouldn't be too aggressive. So I'll be back in a sec. I'll just take some paper out and then show you in the vial to show it's alive. Okay, back in a sec. Now, if I'm correct, out of the ones I bought, because I'm colourblind so it doesn't help, the camera's not picking up on it at all. But this is a Coccia Brunipees. I should call it K Brunipees because I always remember forget the first bit. So yeah, a very, very rare species, and this is either a subadult female or an adult female. I'm not too sure. I can't remember how big they get, so. But yeah, it's really not giving it any. That's a bit better, but it's not giving it any justice. Absolutely gorgeous species. I think it's the Cape Bunny Peeps. So yeah, I was going to give it a decent, big enclosure. I think one of them will be fine. So yeah, I will just rehouse it into one of them, and we'll move on to the next one, and you'll see me feed it at the end. So yeah, it's really not giving it any justice. Hopefully it'll give it some justice when I redo it in a sec. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this, because it's an absolutely gorgeous species and I've really wanted one for quite a while. Okay. Really is not giving it any justice. Okay, back in a sec. That was a lot easier than expected. As you can see, it's in the enclosure. You can see it a lot better now. Absolutely gorgeous species, but it didn't give me any trouble, to be fair, which I'm shocked about. Okay, so this one, hopefully, is what I think it is. That's why that's there, because if it's what I think it is, it'll make a run for it. Probably. Okay, I'm just gonna open it up and back in a sec, because I want 2 hands just to make sure if it is what I think it is. Okay, back in a sec. I think that's a Chaco sling, but I'll have to check with Stainer. I'm guessing it's a Chaco sling, because it's absolutely teeny. And it hasn't got the markings of the other thing, so yeah. I'll rehouse that into something, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, back in a sec. And on to the next one. I'll just show you quick. It's still chilling in the thing, so I've just done that. It can easily dig itself out, and I give it a bit of room, but it can do what it wants. It's its choice. Okay. Don't know what this is going to be. It could be one of 2 things. two hands again. Just a bit awkward to do with one hand. Especially when you don't have a tripod, because you're using a phone. Okay, I'm just gonna get it out so you can actually see it. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, that could be one of two things. I'm going to check on the other sling after this and I'll let you know. But I think it's a Grammostola. Okay, now I'm going to butcher this name. Antharacina. So Antharacina or something. I don't know. It's either that or an Alater. But Alater's a bright blue, so hopefully the next sling is bright blue, and that's made it easier for me. But this could also be a Chaco, and the other sling you saw could be the GR Antica. So I've got to work that one out. Okay. I'll rehouse this, and I'll be back in a sec. Back in a sec. Okay, if this is bright blue, this makes my job so much more easier. I've got no clue, that's tiny. My god. Have a look. Yeah, it's an A later. You can't see anything, but I can. It is bright blue. Oh crap. I'm gonna put the lid on. Sort out a tank for it. Okay, I'll just sort out a tank for it. I'll actually show you it in the tank so you can see it. But yeah, that's cool. Good job they only run in bursts of speed. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. That is definitely an A later, because have you ever seen a Grammostola that coloured? No. Absolutely gorgeous. Very, very fast though, and I think that will be getting crushed heads locust, because that's tiny. Okay, now I'm just going to tidy up a bit and I will feed all these and give my review at the end. I'm actually going to do a proper one because I always seem to get distracted and forget to do a proper review. So yeah, back in a sec when I will be feeding them. I thought I'd start with the larger avic. So this is a Avicularia species. Well, it's too early. Species Peru purple. Don't know if it'll be hungry. They're a bit iffy as in general, but we shall see. I don't know if it'll eat, but yeah. Sorry about that, my mum's in the background. So yeah, I think this one won't be hungry because avics are a bit fussy eaters. I'm just going to leave it in anyway, it's just gone round there. But yeah, you can see it a lot better in this light well. Trying to get it as best as possible. That's probably the best you're going to get. But yeah, this is an Avicularia species Peru purple, and I'm just going to give it a spray in a sec, but it's about 6 to 8 centimetres, something like that. So it's past the danger zone, and yeah, very happy with that. And yeah, so that came perfect, nothing wrong with that. And I'm just going to spray it and put it back and move on to the acorn codies because it's wandering about, so it might be hungry. Hopefully, but we shall see. And the locust is chomping on the moss. Yeah, but I'll leave it be. Come perfectly fine, and we'll move on to the next one. Back in a sec. Okay, I won't be opening the lid because this one's very quick, and you can see I've just chucked a locust in, I've crushed the head. But literally every time I went to open the lid, it come up and try and escape. So I can't really do it on camera. But yeah, this is a Avicularia later. One of my favourite species of Avicularia. Starts off bright blue, but then goes to a really dull brown, which makes no sense, but they're very pissy, and I like pissy New Worlds. Okay, so yeah. It's doing a tiny bit of web, well it was, but it's a bit spooked now. So I'll leave it be. I've sprayed the lid, and by the way I sprayed the lid with that as well, with the Peru purple as well. I might throw a water ball in with that one though. Not too sure at the moment, but yeah, that's the Avicularia later, and we shall move on to the next one. Back in a sec. Really happy with this girl. As you can see, she's slow as out. I doubt she'll eat because she's actually webbing. I didn't notice that. Acalcodes are, well, Amphipelmas in general aren't very good eaters, but we shall see if she's hungry. Oh, she's throwing a threat posture, which is typical. They're really calm and docile, but a bit mardy. The best way to put it. I didn't think she was going to eat, but yeah, I'm really happy with this girl. She's an adult female Amphipelma calcodes, the desert blonde. But yeah, I'm just going to leave that locust in with her. As you can see, they are a really slow species. Not really bothered by much. But yeah, I'll leave that in with her for a bit. She might eat it, because sometimes they are. Some of my tarantulas are actually really timid eaters, so it could just be that. So yeah, I'll leave it in with her, but I'm really chuffed with her. She's she's one of my favourites that I've bought, and she's gorgeous. So yeah, adult female Acalcodes even. Okay, moving on to the next one. Back in a sec. Oh no, where's the K bunny peeps? Already dug down. I'll lift it up so you can actually see her. But yeah, this is a K bunny peeps, quite a rare species, and this is a adult female or sub-adult female. I'm not gonna in two minds to give her a water bowl. She's a bit small. I'll just give her a spray in one corner for now. But yeah, that's her. I'll chuck a medium in, but she's obviously buried down, so she might grab it later. But yeah, this is probably the favourite species I bought, because these are very rare. You see slings every so often, but they're rare in their own sense. Never seen adult female for sale ever, so I'm real happy with this, and I've got to say thank you to Stainey. So yeah, very grateful for this one. Very happy with it. So I'll just spray one corner and chuck a locust in, because I know she's not going to grab it because she's obviously in one corner. So it don't look like anyone's going to eat, but if I'm honest, I've travelled a long way and it's cold, so I'm just chucking the food in and I might go and get it later. I might do an update video after this to tell you if any of them ate, like tomorrow or something. So yeah, we shall leave them all be, and I'll move on. Well, I'm going to leave it about an hour because I don't know which sling is which, so I want to actually show you which one is which. And yeah, so the two Grammostolas will be after this, and I need to work out which one's which. So I'll be back in a sec, but for you, well, I'll be back in a sec for you, but it'll probably be back an hour for me. So yeah, back in a sec. This is about half an hour after I just got the one that are in the vial out. The one with two like dots in the corner, that's the suspected Grammostola Aurantica. It hasn't gone for the locust yet, but I've only just put it in. And the one with four dots is the suspect Chaco. I think it might be a Chaco, because the abdomen on that one hasn't got the little marking as much as that one, and my Chaco used to look like that, so I think that might be the Chaco. So yeah, that's the suspect Chaco. They both got food in. It's both alive, but they can take it down, because if you look, that's the same size as that, and if you look at that as well, that's the same size as that. If you don't eat it within an hour, I'll take it out. But yeah, that's pretty much them all. So just an overview. Acalcodes, I'm just going to have a drink. I did put a water ball in with a K bunny peeps. I doubt it'll drown, plus I've only filled it up halfway and it's a tiny bowl. A later Avicularia species Prue Purple, that got a water ball as well, but that's only like half filled up as well, and it's on a slant. it would not straighten out, so I just left it like that. Okay, this is a suspected GR Orencina. Is he saying Orentica? Anfrancina or whatever. Yeah, and that's a suspected Chaco. But yeah, so I think that's the Chaco. But I was actually quite confident for a Chaco because all mine does is bury its scent. So yeah. The Chaco isn't mine, by the way. The Chaco is for my best friend. But yeah, just got all them in there. But yeah. I'll just do a review. Really chuffed about the Cave Bunny Peeps. I've got to say thank you to Staney for that because it's just amazing. And I've got to say thank you for him for the Chaco, and I've got to say thank you for the later. So yeah, well, thank you for them all if I'm honest. And the shock of it was the Acal Codis. She's absolutely gorgeous. I was shocked about her. So yeah, I'm just adding to that. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, this is Staney Wid, or his company is called Tartan Tarantulas. I've had a Nandu Chromatus off them before, and that came perfectly fine. And all I can say is, if you get tarantulas in the UK and you don't know about them, you're missing out, because his prices are amazing. His deals are amazing. Like, he does deals as well. He's always putting up new stock. Like, for the new year, he's getting in like Panthobeteus Ecuador 2. These are all captive bred, and these what I got are all captive bred. He's getting like Panthobeteus species Ecuador 2, which you never see captive bred. I've seen wild caught, but I've never seen captive bred. He's getting Avicularia Loss, whatever I think he is, I can't remember. He's getting a lot. Okay, basically he's getting a lot of Avics in. He's getting a ton of Panthos. He's getting in Brachypelma bungartonite. He's getting in some right tarantulas, and all like at really good prices. He's also getting the Lacidora. I can't remember what it is, but it's an absolutely gorgeous species. Definitely gonna look into that because I love Lacidoras. But yeah, he's getting some right good stock in. So if you're missing out, if I'm honest. So yeah, perfect packing as always, and some Saki gifts, and I'm not complaining because he's a sound guy, and honestly, you need to get over there. It's probably one of the best companies, and it's just getting bigger as it goes. But one thing I can say, be patient. It's just Staney. There's just one person doing the whole thing, and you get so many orders. So if it's a bit slow with the order, just be patient because it's worth it. The price is worth it. His customer service is perfect. Like, it's just like perfect. Fair enough, he might take a bit long, like especially at Christmas, he's going to take a bit longer because he's got that many orders to sort out, and it's just him doing it. So you got to cut the guy some slack at times. But yeah, all I can say is I can't advise him enough. I will be putting them in the description. But yeah, perfect packaging. I think he sent this about 4 yesterday, and it came at 9 o'clock this morning. So next day delivery pretty much all the time, unless post office is being dodgy. And I live in the UK. He's based in Scotland, so perfect. Oh, and by the way, nearly all of his prices include post and packaging, so you just can't complain. His prices are perfect. So yeah, before I start I'll just stop arse licking now. I'm not meaning it. It's just, if you understood his prices and what he gets in and how nice the guy is, you'd understand. But yeah, it sounds like I'm arse licking, but I'm not. But I suppose you've got to arse lick a bit for a K Brunny Peeps. But yeah, cheers Staney. That's all I can say, especially for the K Brunny Peeps. And I'm just shocked about her. She's absolutely gorgeous. Bit shy, but not complaining. Gorgeous species. But yeah, absolutely over the moon about this. So yeah, Tartan Tarantulas. I will be posting a link in the description. Just go over there, you need to. He'll be posting all his stuff in the new year. And as I said, absolutely tons of good stock. So yeah, before this video gets even longer, I'm going to cut it off. So yeah, I'll give an update in about a day if they when they've ate, or if they ate, and I'll take them out if not. Just checking what these have. Oh! The G. Orphan Scene or whatever. 8. And let's have a look. Now the Chaco on 8. Well, the Suspect Chaco. So yeah, that's 8. So one of them's already 8. Good start. Okay. See you in a bit, people. Bye.